Hi students, welcome to today's online class. So in continuation with the previous class that we have discussed about transmission media, two types of transmission media are there. Guided transmission media, we have completed that. So in this session, unguided transmission media we will discuss it. So unguided transmission media means which is of no physical media. It means these can be transmitted through air. Examples of unguided transmission media are microwave communication system and satellite communication. So microwave communication system are the actual line of sight systems. So line of sight means exact lining will be there between the tower to tower, means repeater to repeater we can say. Repeater means what? Which increases the strength of the signal. Okay. This system is capable of handling long distance communications for voice cell phone services. So frequency of these transmission media is 1000 megahertz to 3000 megahertz, and distance varying from for every 15 miles to 4000 miles for this microwave communication systems. So you can observe the figure here. There are two terminal stations, so from which repeater station 1 will receive the signals from terminal station 1, which are the repeaters are in the same line of sight, which will be again transmitted to terminal station 2. So this can be called as a typical terrestrial microwave system. So how the working mechanism can be done, here it is explained in the figure which shows here. So voice data video can be transmitted to multiplexer. That multiplexer data will be converted by a modulator which modulates by the modulator, and these infrared frequencies can be converted to upconverted, which again converted to radio frequencies in the air. So these radio frequencies are again when it received by the terminal station 2, so it is a down converter, and these modulators can be demodulated, and then after this demultiplexer can be done. So similar voice data video can be received by the terminal station 2. So there are some of the microwave links are there. Multiplexer, modulator and upconverter are the devices which we can see. So this receiver section comprises of a down converter, a demodulator and a decomplexer to perform the reverse operation of transmitter. Okay. So there are some of the advantages of a microwave system here. Right of way acquisition between station are not required. In a microwave radio systems, the stations occupy very small space. So microwave radio systems are capable of carrying large informations of data due to its high operating frequencies. Due to its short wavelength, it needs very small antennas. The propagation of microwave radio signals through obstacles such as water and mountains is easier. So it propagates through water and also through mountains also. These systems employ less number of repeaters for amplification of signals. Underground cabling is reduced to large extents. Delay times are shortened. The crosstalk between voice channels is highly reduced here. So there are some of the disadvantages of microsystem, that are analysis of electronic circuits used with microwave frequencies is very difficult. The manufacturing and implementation components like resistors, inductors and capacitors, these all are the devices which are used for the data transmission, is complex to maintain all these things. So the cost of microwave components is high. Microwave devices often suffers with problems of transistor transit time. The amplification of signals at microwave frequencies is not easy. Okay. So if we see next unbounded transmission media, that is satellite communication. it can be specified as a transmission of data using electro radio waves that passes through free space. Means through air we can say. It operates through a device called a transponders which receives a radio signal and automatically produces a different signal which is called frequency band. Such type of transmission is concerned with two types of frequencies. One is uplink frequency and another one is downlink frequency. For this transmission, a geosynchronized satellite is used which is stationary in relative to earth surface, and speed that is used for rotating is same as that of earth's rotation speed. The quality of transmission is very high and it is extremely reliable. The basic task of satellite is to accept a signal from one earth station and amplify it and transmit it back to another earth station. So it means what, the satellite can be kept in the space which has to revolve, which should be revolved, which should rotate with the speed as same as the earth rotation speed. So the working mechanism can be given in the figure, you can observe here. So before that you need to learn what is C-band. C-band means the frequency range of C-band satellite is from 3 points. These are the types of satellites we can say. 3.7 to 4.2 gigahertz and from 5.9 to 6.4 gigahertz. C-band are more reliable than Ku band. Ku band means its range is satellite is from 11 to 12 gigahertz. So usage of satellite microwave is distributing signal over television channel. So in our television there are number of channels that all channels are telecasting in our local TVs with the help of what, satellite communication only. So it means what, the most important usage is what, television programs. The satellite broadcasts a signal to each of the ground station which in turn distribute it to the users that are connected to that station. It means what, some channels belongs to certain region only, right? So it means it after a telecasting, it telecasts to the region to the extent of what is the extent that is connected to that particular region only. The devices, the TVs which are connected to how much extent, so in that particular region only this can be telecasted. So satellite channels are utilized public broadcasting service broadcast the program in order to transmit video. Next is a telephone transmission over long distances. Not only for TV telecasting, you can say for telephone transmission only, and networks used for private businesses. Private businesses means it segregates the entire capacity of business data application into large number of channels, then distribute the channel to individual business users on lease. Each user then can the channel for private network as each user is outfitted with an antenna set at different sites. However, using this technology is very costly and confined to organizations that have more requirement. Very small aperture terminal system has come up as an alternative which is less costly. So transmission characteristics of satellite microwave you can observe here. So here both type user 1 and user 2. So user 1 means where one satellite can be media channels when they are recording a live incidents you can observe. So that is a terrestrial system which can be transmitted through the antenna from the earth station, and through the satellite it again receives to the by the receiver antenna in the earth station through the terrestrial system only, that is called as a downlink transmission, and it is telecasted to the local television that are user we can say. So here the data is given here. So using this affected by transmission impairment called noise, and the transmission level is greater than 10 gigahertz, the signal is affected by attenuation. So satellite microwave transmission make use of uplink and downlink frequencies. The range here it is given as 5.92 to 6.42 gigahertz. hertz, gigahertz, GHz means gigahertz, and the top downlink is 3.7 to 4.2 gigahertz. So frequency means what? The frequently how much data is frequently transmitting. Okay, so here you can see some of the advantages of satellite communication. It provides high transmission capability, it offers point to point communication, and also it is easy to install. You can observe here. And the mobile communication can be carried out by the satellite. The satellite has become an alternative to shortwave radio. So one of the advantages we can say, services between in the isolated communities. So several countries where populated areas are separated by vast distances or different terrain use satellite on trunk roads. So with the advantages, we can also see major disadvantages here. So launching of satellite in space is of more expensive, which cannot be done by a normal people, and there is a loss of service to the whole region to which the satellite has associated if the functioning of that satellite fails. So it is nearly impossible to correct any defects or to do any needed repair after launching the satellite. So the reliability is less, and also to avoid this problem, the orbit catastrophic failure in orbit spare satellites is deployed. So the space satellites is often leased or sometimes used to augment the communication capacity. So propagation delay will be there in satellite communication, and it introduces a long propagation path which gives rise to echo. Thank you. We will see in the next class. Write the notes and forward to me by evening.